Okay, it's currently 2:08 GMT and I've taken a short right in here in S&P. So the fill on the account is at around 61.8, so somewhere in here. So, and I've opened the shop just above in this area, actually above 67, somewhere in here, and looking for price to actually come into this leg. The reason is simply on the 15 minutes. So if you see that, we actually traded below those lows, and there's a gap in here. So there's a little shift in here. So I'm hoping that if price is running like this, so it could actually come in a little bit deeper and take out this low and possibly hit this little shelf area. Uh, so far looking at this, but I think if it does make another run into this call it 73 area, that's another shot. Given that it's not the best structure right in here, but I think it could provide a little bit of stalling in here. So I'm thinking actually if I should take something out right in this area, 57, but I think I want to wait till 51. So yeah, so 10 points in here, and this is I think a 6-point SL. So let's see how it goes so far. I think it's also a nice retracement level in here. Yeah, so 61.66 in here. So let's see if it does play out. And pound is, I think, pound is just sitting in this little range right in here. Just it has some liquidity in this area, and now it's currently working its way. If I had to say, I think a little bit the pressure is to the downside, but I have a long right in here. The stop is just below in this low. I think I'm long it at 230 actually. I have a long at 230 and the stop is on this low. So just waiting for the resolution of this trading range. Okay, so you can see S&P is releasing right now. I think you'll see some response in here too. Might even take a stop. Let's see what happens. So I got stopped out of the trade in here. It's a full stop, so it came a little shy of this level. Comes back down and then picks up the tag of the shelf and then pushes up again. So interesting. This doesn't look much. This doesn't look like it has much of liquidity in here. So I'd rather see it pushing into this 72, 73 area. That's another trade if it does come into this area. But you can see now it's rejecting. But I do think that it still comes up into the 73 area. So I'll wait for that now. Okay, so another short right in here. You can see very clean move in here. Let's say from 61 to 72. So I think this could be a nice suggestion all the way down. But I think if it does hold 70, 41, 70, then the position might be at a little bit of a risk. So you can see it could at least draw into this 67 level, 41, 67 level, at least I think. And but I think we'll have to, there's not much to say in this. I think we'll have to go structure by structure. So I think it does come to 67 first and then a little bit at say 63. I think then possibly 50. So one by one. So I think it's fairly important that we reject these highs, comes back and trade into this area, then try to release the downside. But this is a little bit of better level, but I'm using this as a stop. So the stop opens at 82, and we'll see how this one goes now. Okay, so it ended up reaching the top level, and I took another trade in here. Opened the stop above 85, just above 85, and now the stop for both of the positions just comes on this high. If we do make another run past, I don't know what it wants to do right now. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that alone if it makes another run, and if we do come into this area, I'll be taking the break even on this trade, and I'll be holding this one and targeting 67. So this fill on the top level is actually at 78.4, so something in here, so I'll be taking at 67. So and I'll be closing this one at break even, this one soon enough. So just going to be managing this position now. I just don't want that position. So let's see. I'll bail out of this short now and hold this position. Also took the position out in a pound as well. Took out the position right in here at break even. Didn't look quite good. I think it can make another run to the lows, but there's a little level right in here which I'm not keen on, but I think we can stall given that we are very late into the session. So I'm not trading it, but just exercising it and see where it goes from here. But I would much rather see pound actually coming into lower levels, somewhere in 23.5, but overall I think 23 figure is likely for pound. Let's see. Also bailed out of the position in S&P, the short from this area. I bailed out of the position from here and took another, and now the stop is just above this high. I'm going to take something out at 67. So let's see. Okay, I got taken out right out in this area, and price consolidated, and took a move to the downside, and now it's consolidating with a high volatility range in here. So I think it still could push a little bit to the downside, but I had two trades and both were losses. So actually three, and one was break even. So and also pound looks quite heavy to the downside. I would still say around 23.4, let's call it, and 23 highly likely. I think best region is 23. So you can see some clear structure around these lows right in here, which I'm looking for, at least for a nice swing response. So safe.